I've been listening to a lot of Animal Collective, and I am so fucking jealous of those guys. I'm very jealous of how larger than life their music feels, and I'm so envious that they're able to make that kind of music, because I don't think that I'd ever be able to do that myself. I think if I did try to do that, I would only be thinking of how they just do it better, you know, and how big it is. The Animal Collective's music sounds so big. It's fucking awesome. And I had a really kind of lovely epiphany recently. In thinking about that, I had a lovely moment of realizing that's the most lovely thing about art and the artistic world and people making things. The greatest thing about anybody being able to make art and everyone being able to kind of put their shit out there into the world is when someone kind of encapsulates those feelings significantly better than you would have ever imagined yourself to. Animal Collective triggers something in me. They achieve something with their music that pulls so much out of me as a listener that they've been obsessively on my. I've been obsessively thinking about it, and they've just been on my mind so much lately because of how I can't do that, and I love that feeling. I love that feeling of I can't do that. What they do, I'll never be able to make like that kind of music. Is all. And again, even if I were to make something similar to it, I would only be thinking the entire time like, oh, I can't do it like they do it. I can't do it the way they do it. They make me want to mess with like more electronic instruments and more of those types of sounds that I've just never thought to toy around with. And I get intimidated by that stuff. Electronic artists, I think and electronic bands, electronic driven types of sounds. I'm very fascinated by that because I'm such a like classic, like just instruments. I'm such a like piano, guitar, bass, singing kind of person that doing anything electronically or anything very rooted in the production of it, it's super outside of the box for me. And them along with some other bands that I've been listening to lately, they've just inspired me to like now the next album I make or the next few songs I record, I want to take up that level of production so much more. I mean, Animal Collective inspires the shit out of me. They inspire the shit out of me when it comes to how much energy can you put into your music? How much can you get outside of yourself? Every scream that I hear, every time I hear the drums clacking the fucking sides of the snare or the sides of the drum head, oh my god, it's just fucking cool as shit, dude. It's so fucking cool. And I'm just I've been seeing a lot of their YouTube videos pop up too. They have so many really awesome little like live performances that they do with just acoustic guitars and someone like just filming them like what looks like a college dorm. They have so many cool like old school YouTube uploads that also just establish themselves, like they're such solid live musicians too. It's not just the production. A lot of people are good at the production and they can't recreate it live. They do both fucking well, so well. They do both, so they kill it. They fucking destroy it. I love those guys. I believe it is Panda Bear and Avi, I think. But they're fucking awesome. I'm so jealous that I can't make music like that, and I'm loving that feeling of jealousy. I love that feeling so much that they're giving me something as an audience member. Like they're giving me, the listener, who's also a musician, who's also a songwriter, they're giving me just not only so much inspiration, that's a given. They're giving me so much, so many ideas to toy around with in my own head. Their music gives you so much to it's just so memorable, I guess. It gets stuck in your head, and it's so animalistic. I love it that there's no, they couldn't have had a more perfect band name, and I like that they use so many animal sounds in their stuff, and it feels like a very like their music feels like you're like in this chaotic jungle of sound, literally. So the whole the name of the band, the style of music, all of it just works so well. It works so fucking well, man. And I'm so happy to live in the same timeline or live in the same era that Animal Collective is releasing their music in, because holy shit, it is. It's the kind of music that brings me in. That brings me. It makes me feel so in tune with my like primal urges and my, you know, in a good way, that like kind of Neanderthal, like, oh, I'm just an animal pounding on my chest, like I'm just an animal, you know, obviously, and that, like their music makes me feel like I just want to be like wild and climb a tree and be fucking crazy and scream and do all sorts of shit like that. It brings me out of that, you know, it makes me feel less dead inside, basically. It makes me feel like a human. It makes me feel grateful to be alive. It makes me feel so alive, their music. So yeah, Animal Collective is really fucking good.